Guys, welcome to MoonChild Serendipity Tarot. So today I'm doing another pick a card reading, but today topic is on your spiritual connection to BTS. So we're gonna have a look at the question like, do you have a spiritual connection to BTS? Maybe the whole group or one particular member, and if you do, then how, like, what is the connection, and we'll try to find out how best you can use your connection, or like utilize it, manifest it to be best beneficial for both you and BTS or the members that you feel connected to. Now the reason that why I'm doing this is because I've received quite many questions about like, cause some people told me that they felt connected to BTS or just a certain member, and sometimes it's like it's confusing to them, and like they've seen sights and images and dreams and stuff like that. So I think maybe doing a reading like this would help you or those people to maybe have an answer. Now I do believe that BTS operate at a very high vibration compared to other, like compared to maybe 90% of other human being on this planet. So that is to say, a lot of people will be able to pick up their energy because it's really high vibration. So many people will be able to pick up their energy, but it will be at different levels. It depends on your own vibration and frequencies as well. So yeah, so now what I want you to do is, maybe if you want to, you can you can pause the video if you want to. Focus on these three piles here, and think about BTS, or think about the person, the member that you feel connected to. Think about like all the incidents or images or dreams or signs, anything that you have to do with the connection you felt with them, and then choose one of these piles. So this is going to be pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3, and then I'll be using that pile to do the reading for you. We also have other oracle decks here to give additional messages, and I also have this special deck here, but whether or not I would use it depends on the cards that I have from your tarot reading. So yeah, please spend as much time as you need on meditating and trying to choose the path that you are drawn to, and we'll get back on the reading. Hi, so this is a reading for people who chose pile 1, which is the Wild Unknown Tarot. So we're gonna have a look at if you have a spiritual connection with BTS, and what is it, and how can you best utilize it to benefit you and BTS in a spiritual way. So we're gonna have a look at the tarot cards first. First we've got the Emperor, a very strong start. Then we've got 6 of Pentacles, and we've got 3 of Cups, we've got 7 of Cups, and we've got the 5 of Pentacles. So what I feel is that you are very spiritual, and you are very grounded, you're very knowledgeable, very wise as well, and you're very like your frequencies and vibration is very stable, like it's very mature. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter how experienced you are. Spiritually speaking, you are very grounded, very stable. Your energy is like this big, I think it's an oak tree, I'm not sure, but it's very, like, grounded, stable, deep rooted, and you'll be able to raise people's vibration as well with your influence. Like you can influence other people spiritually, and you are quite powerful in that sense. You are also like a nurturer, a nurturer. It's like you help people to grow. So I feel like, because we're reading on your connection with BTS, if you do feel like you have a connection to BTS or a certain member, you really do, and that is quite a high vibrational connection. But the thing is, you probably feel like you are their friends in a way. Like maybe you would have dreams of being friends with them in a party, or like drinking together, having some fun together, like a very fun and vibrant dreams that you have with BTS member appearing in your dreams. You'll be able to like talk like friends, and it's like a really lovely and warm sensation when you have dreams about them. But I do feel like with these two cards, so with this one, like you haven't fully recognized your connection with your spiritual connection with BTS yet. You probably haven't recognized your own spiritual identity. Like you have an ability. You don't really think or believe that you have all this spirituality, or you don't really believe that you are connected to them in the spiritual realm. You do. You do have this connection. I'm telling you now, and there's gotta be a way to recognize it and utilize it and make it beneficial for you and BTS as well. And also I feel like with this 5 of Pentacles, because you haven't realized your full potential, you haven't realized the Emperor energy that you have. You often feel confused and let down and kind of like sad all of the sudden. Like sometimes if you have dreams about BTS, or if you've seen signs in like visions or images, you'll be like, why would I have this dream? Because you don't understand it yet, so you would feel like you kind of like drown in it, and you're like, why would I have this visions? Like, what do they mean, and what can I do about them? And because you don't realize your potential, and sometimes I feel like maybe you interpret those dreams wrongly as well, so that makes you feel like helpless, and you don't understand it, so it's so confused, and it's so you don't know what it meant, and you don't know what to do about it, and it drained you mentally. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the connection you have with BTS, like on a spiritual level, is strong. You are a strong individual as well, and you would definitely have the ability to contribute to the spiritual development of BTS, or of the member that you feel most connected to. Like you can do meditation and prayers, if you want to call it that way, and think about them and try to send them positive energy, try to send them positive messages, and try to be positive yourself as well. Like in that way you raise your vibration, and that will in turn affect the overall frequency of this connection, and it will affect BTS themselves as well. It's like if all of us who have this quite strong connection with BTS spiritually, if we all pray for them and send them positive vibes, it's gonna pull up in, you know, like in a pool, and it's like a, because I believe it's all karmas, and it's all like whatever we do, it all being is it being piled up in kind of like a pool of resources. It's just the way I visualize it. So it's like if we all tip in our drop of water, it's all gonna be, it can become an ocean, and it can, you know, flow into, like, the energy can flow to BTS and like benefit them from the spiritual realm, if that makes sense. Yeah, so definitely please, you know, recognize your ability, your spirituality, and you know, you have to develop yourself first before you can try to, you know, make an impact on other people. Because even though the connection is strong, you have to be strong and stable yourself first before you can send out anything you have to other people, because you can't send out what you don't have, right? So you have to be positive, you have to be strong, to be able to, you know, send out anything else to any other people. Doesn't have to be BTS, or it can be anyone, but you have to, you know, you have to build yourself first before you can, you know, take a part of yourself and give it to other people. And then we've got don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So I feel like to me this kind of card speaks like, if you have been telling other people about how you dreamt about BTS, how you feel connected to them, how you are so drawn to them spiritually, and most people won't believe it. Most people will be like, "Gosh, you're a delusion," and then maybe that what makes you sad as well, because nobody believes it, and you'll be like, "Is it just all in my head? Is it just all my imaginary?" And you don't want people to look at you like you're crazy or something. Let me tell you, don't, because they don't understand, because they don't have that special connection, you know. So don't dim your light to fit into their dark world. They can live in their arcades or anything, or anywhere they want, but don't you dare dimming your light just to fit into other people's expectations and you know, standards. Don't do that, because you're special. You have your own lights. You have your own what's that, radiant? Yes. No, don't do that. You are able, and you can do it in your own way. Don't let other people tell you what to do according to their way. And you've got many oracle cards. Got conclusions are within reach. See, I think if you somehow find this reading, I hope this message is, I know that this message is meant for you, but I hope that you resonate with it, because I feel like this reading will kind of like open the door for you to step into your spiritual awakening journey, and, you know, take another step towards your higher self. Yeah, see, walk through your fears. Don't you know, don't let this, because sometimes like spirituality and really strong spiritual connections can scare us, because we don't understand it, we don't fully understand it, and it's not like, you know, scientifically proven or anything, and it's in our head, so other people don't understand. And sometimes, you know, the fear of being different from other people, the fear of being special, is what stops us from further developing ourselves. So please try to, like, you know, gradually getting to know yourself, gradually learn about yourself and grow. Yeah, walk through your fear. You've got really, really beautiful and powerful cards. See, don't let pride get in your way. Wow, so yeah, like whenever I see this card, let me tell you something. Of course, just your connection to BTS is very special. It's strong, it's powerful, but it is only in the spiritual realm. I know, because some people would think like, oh my God, I have a special connection with them, so I'll be able to, like, meet them or marry them in the future. Let me be real. That's not gonna be the case for 99% of us. So the spiritual connections are in the spiritual realms. It doesn't manifest into physical connections like real friendship or real interaction or love or marriage, as long as you are not physically with the other person. So like if you don't meet BTS in real life and if you don't know them in person, the spiritual connection stays in the spiritual realms. They are still powerful. They can still have the impact on BTS, but it's only like on their spirituality. It's not gonna manifest into love, or it's not gonna manifest into you have the ability to control their life, or you have the ability to draw them into you, like coming to you. No, it's not like that. Not for the 99% of us, 99.9% of us. So don't don't overestimate the ability, the spiritual connections that you have. Like, don't underestimate it, but also don't overestimate it. If you haven't met them in person, if you don't know them in person, if you're not within their sphere, the physical sphere, what you can do is just, trying to contribute the positive vibes into their spiritual pool of water that I talked about before. That's the best thing we can do for them. Like, try to raise the positive energy surrounding them and try to make it beneficial for them, but not like we can manifest them into our lives, into to be our boyfriends or husband or whatever. That is, I mean, yeah, no, that's too far. And then we've got in every moment the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. See, so the right-minded thinking, I think for those people who choose this pile or this deck, we definitely share the same not like the vibration, but like the same level of vibration, and we have the same kind of spiritual connection to BTS, and that is driven by the love and the support we have for them as well. I choose love no matter what. See, because we love them, so because I feel like everything starts with love. If we truly love them and we love ourselves as well, it in turns improve the connections and raise the vibration that we have. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. See, it's all about the love and the positive energy and the support that we send to BTS. Spiritually speaking, physically speaking as well, like not like physically, but like the way we buy the album, do the training on Twitters and all the support projects, that is the physical appearance of the love and the support and the energy we try to send to BTS, and they will receive it. And then the last one we've got miracle and blessings. Everything has its gift. See, so you definitely have a spiritual connection to BTS or to the member that you are drawn to, and it is a miracle. It is a blessing, but You have to learn. Oh, and this is the 13, the number 13. Well, I don't know if you can see it, which is special. But you have to learn, to grow yourself and to control your ability, and then eventually you'll be able to, send blessings and positive energy to BTS, and you'll be able to do that more effectively than a lot of people. So I really, really do hope that you realize how strong you are spiritually, and that you will, give your prayers and blessing to BTS. Yeah, and then I think, because all of these are pretty special, I'm gonna draw a card for you from this deck to see what the final message is. This is the Starseed Oracle deck. I love it, but I don't use it. I don't use it often. We've got way too many cards. Okay. No, I'll take this one, and I'll take this one as well. Oh my God. We've got lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Lifting the veil. So what I said about this reading, it could be, it could be the one that opens the door for you to the spiritual realm, and it could be, the push for you to take the first step in your spiritual awakening journey. And I hope you do. I hope you find this reading. This is what spirits want you to know. And then we've got the cosmic heart, devotion, protest, make your life a moving prayer. Oh my God, what did I say? Devotion and prayer. You can devote your energy and prayer to BTS, and then, pray for them to have the positive energies around them. Like, pray for them to have all the best things in life, and to protect them from the negativity. You can do that. Oh my God, I'm having so much chills right now, because you are powerful, and it is a blessing for them to have you. You have to have your devotion, have your prayers. But first you do need to work on yourself a little bit, like with the lifting the veil. But gosh, this is so beautiful. Whoever you are, I hope you resonate with the message, because this is what the spirits want you to know. And I hope that you will start, embarking on your spiritual awakening journey as well, because man, you are a force that needs to be awakened. But yeah, I think that's all that I have for the people who chose deck number 1, which is the Wild Unknown Tarot. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you do, please comment down below to let me know if it resonates with you, because I'm really curious about the people who chose this pile. Yeah. Alright, so for those of you who chose pile 2, which is the Prisma Visions Tarot, this is your reading on whether you have a spiritual connection to BTS and what it is, and how can you best utilize it to benefit both yourself and BTS. Yeah, let's have a look at the tarot cards first. Oh, but before I start, I would like to say that when I was shuffling through these cards, I kept seeing Taehyung V in my head. So I feel like for most of you who chose this pile, you probably feel that you have a connection with Taehyung. You probably see him in dreams, or have visions of him and things like that. One thing I want to clarify, but one thing I want to say is that Taehyung has a really pure energy, and his energy and his vibration is really pure, and but he's very, he draws a very clear lines between what he wants to share to people and what he wants to keep to himself. So the pure energy that he exudes for people to access, for people to easily pick up on, is what he wants, what he chooses to share to people. and he's a very spiritual soul as well. So it's not a surprise that many people picked up his energy, because it's so pure, and it is his intention to, you know, kind of like let people have access to his energy, his vibration. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Let's have a look at the oracle card, the tarot cards. What am I saying? We've got the Knight of Chalices, otherwise known as the Knight of Cups. We've got the Six of Chalices, the Six of Cups. Got the Moon. This is like really strong water energy, so you can be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion. Three of Cups. What is going on? Then we finish with the Two of Swords. So, let's see. You do, as I said, you do have spiritual connection to BTS, or to the particular member that you are drawn to. But it is built up on an emotional foundation rather than spiritual. So it's like, because you love them so much, you have so much affection in your heart and in your soul for them, that is the base, you know, the what do you call it, the essence of this connection is love. Is you have so much, and you are very emotional as well, given that you are a water sign, or you have like a water dominating your birth chart. But really spices energy. Yeah, so you do, but it is because you love them so much, you think about them all the time, and you are very emotional, very spiritual yourself as well. But because we have the Moon and the Six of Chalices, I felt like you probably overthinking over these connections. Like you might think that of it as it is more than what it really is, or maybe you of course we like, none of us are fully understand about spirituality and spiritual connections, but I feel like you are not able to see it very clearly at the moment. Like there is a blurred lines between what it is in your head and what is really is out there, or in the spiritual realm. So you like, because you love them so much, so you probably don't draw a clear line between the actual spiritual connections and the emotional connection you have for BTS, or for this particular member. We have this Three of Chalices. So if you do have dreams or visions about them, is maybe someone's dancing in those dreams or visions, or like it's just a card of, like, you know, fun and general celebration. And then we also have this Two of Swords, and when it appears with the Moon, again, it's the blurry visions, it's a blurry opinions and perspectives, is a bit of confusions and a bit of hesitation as well. So this person is like, he's looking at two things he has in his hands, and he doesn't know which one is real, or like he doesn't know which one to choose. So I feel like, yes, again, a blurry line between what you feel and like what you feel emotionally, and what it is for you spiritually. Sometimes you think about them too much, and then you dream about them, and you thought that it is a message from your spirits, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's something generated by your brain, rather than, you know, something from the connections. But we have we started with the Knight of Chalices. So yeah, we do. You do have a spiritual connection to BTS or to the member that you thought of. Yeah, but I feel like the love, the affections, the emotions you have for them overcast the actual spiritual connections. And you are very emotional as well. Sometimes you let the emotions take over you. Um, I think you're probably a bit, I'm not gonna say young, but like young in your spiritual awakening journey. Um, your your emotions and your energies are not stable yet and not stabilized yet, and you still have to learn how to control that and how to don't let it take over you, and don't let it flung you into depression or into over hyper um, sometimes. Then we've got some oracle cards. We've got embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Um, this might sound like controversial, to like contrast to what I said about learning how to control your emotion, but it's actually the same message. Like embrace how you feel and what you feel, but don't let it overtake you. Don't let it be the central of your being. So don't let it be the central of everything you do. You've got to learn to be like rational and to be spiritually intelligent as well, like intelligent, spiritually um, guided, and what is the word? Like you have to have a better or a clear perspective on your spirituality and your emotions. Yes, that's what I want to say. Then we have ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Ask for help. So I think this speaks about learning about your emotions, learning about your spirituality, and ask for help or guidance from, maybe do some meditation and ask for help from your spiritual guides, your guardian angels, your soul family, or talk to someone that you trust, like your friends or your mentor, like whoever that is, someone you know, someone you trust, and someone you you can count on, and then um, find a way to embrace your emotions. um, or you can, or if you want to, you can ask me. If you trust me enough, I'm not saying that I know everything. Of course, I don't know everything, but within my ability and within my understandings, if you want to ask me anything, feel free to. I will be so happy if I can help just a little bit. But just know it's the offer. I'm always here on this channel. You can always comment, or you can find my email address and you can send me an email. I'll be glad to help, even if it's just a little bit. But yeah, just so you know. Then we've got the end of a top cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Yeah, so I think if you reach out to people, if you ask for help, if you proactively try to learn about yourself, your spirituality, your emotions, then this cycle, I feel like, because before you kind of like drowning in all these emotions and all these confusions and all these blurry visions, you kind of like a little bit suffering. So if you want to step out of that, reach out for consultants or like advices from other people, then that cycle, that period of drowning in all these confusions are coming to an end. And only when it ends can you, step up on your spiritual awakening journey? Then we've got meditate and contemplate. See what I said? New moon in Pisces. So the full moon cycle finished, and then we step into the new moon. Do some meditation. Start reading about like meditation, contemplation, self-reflection. There's a lot of meditation that you can try to look up to on YouTube or on the internet. There's so many. Just find one that you feel comfortable to start with. Something like really just to cleanse your energy. Maybe start with like stabilizing your chakras or stabilizing your energy. Tune in with yourself. Just something really basic and easy for beginners to start with. Then we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So laying foundations is what speaks to me in this card. You have to, like once you be able to like meditate and contemplate and stabilize your emotions, you're laying foundations for further development, for you to get closer to your higher self. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So I think these cards like are just due to relax, to let go of all these strong and swirling emotions, to let go of the grief that you have been like gripping on them, like just to let them flow, and then try to reorganize all these emotions and all these like spiritual connections that you have. Only in that way can you have a better grasp on it, like a better understand of it, and better use it for your benefits. Yes. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Yeah. Trust your spirit guides and trust the universe. And then lastly, we've got happiness is my birthright. Happiness is my birthright. So I feel like if you happen to be a water sign, or if you are dominated by water in your birth chart, you are born. Well, of course, all of us are born to be happy, but the journey to find happiness is different for everyone. And because, of course, if you are a water sign, you are blessed with so much emotions, but at the same time, being able to feel things so deeply is both a blessing and a curse. If you don't know how to deal with it, if you don't know how to deal with all these swirling, roaring emotions, it can be tough. So, but just know that you can do it. You can step up and learn to accept and learn to integrate all these emotions and all these spiritualities into your life, into your well-being. And I feel like once you learn to ground your emotions, once you've learned to stabilize yourself and set the foundations for yourself, for your spiritual awakening journey, then at that time you will have more capacity and potential to build up the connections that you have with BTS members, because we have to be strong and stable and grounded ourselves first to be able to make an impact, or to strengthen the connections we have with other people, and make it more positive, or make it more beneficial for both parties. And yeah, I think that's all the message that I have for the people who chose number 2. I hope it resonates with you. Leave a comment down below if you Let me know how you think about it, and also if you need any help or any assistance, feel free to leave a question, and I'll try my best to my best ability to answer it. Yeah. Alright, so this is a reading for people who chose number 3, Power 3, or it is the Ethereal Visions Tarot. This is the reading on whether you have a spiritual connection to BTS or certain members that you feel connected to, and what is the connection, like what is the characteristic of the connection, and how can you best utilize it to benefit both you and BTS. And before I start this reading, I just want to say, when I was shuffling through the cards, I had visions of Jungkook and a little bit of Namjoon as well, and it was like Jungkook at the front and Namjoon was at the back. So I feel like for those of you who chose Power 3, most likely that you feel strongly connected to Jungkook, and that is something very common as well, because the way I see it is that Jungkook has, his energy is very pure, and he doesn't put a limit on, he doesn't put boundaries on his energy. Like, anyone can pick up his energy, and anyone with a little bit of intention can interfere with his energy. Like, I feel like he's not aware of how pure his energy is, and he's not aware of how a lot of people have their eyes on his energy, and like he attracts a lot of vampire energies. I'm not saying that you are one, but I'm just saying that because his energy is so pure, and he doesn't put any boundary on it, he doesn't put any limits on it. So a lot of energy vampires kind of like come at him and suck the positivities out of his energy, because it's so pure, and it's like a ever-flowing fountain of youth. And it's just many people are benefited from that, but a lot of people, just come at it for their own sake, and like abuse it for their own beliefs, and I don't know, just use it in the wrong way, like abuse his energy in the wrong way. And that is to say, whoever you are, if you have a connection, or if you have a spiritual connection to Jungkook, you will be able to affect him positively or negatively. It depends on your actions, but you are more easily to affect him than other members, because he's so pure and he's so open. He's like an open book. Yeah, that's sometimes I'm worried about that too, because he's too pure for this world, and not everyone is positive, and not everyone comes with good intention, but that's the way he is. And I think what we can do, we can try to protect him from that. But let's see what the card says. We start with the tarot cards. So we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Four of Swords. Oh my god, and then we have the Lovers. Beautiful. Alright, yes, you do have quite a strong connections with BTS, or with the certain members that you are drawn to. It's like you just want to give them love. With the Ace of Cups, that you want to offer them the world, and you want to offer so much to them. You have a lot of love and affections to them as well. With the Lovers, maybe because of these connections, sometimes you would think that this member gotta be my soulmate, or gotta be my twin flame. But let me tell you, they could have been your soulmate, because soulmates are generated, like created from the same energy source, from the same soul family. So there are many of us, like many So we can have multiple soulmates in our life, and sometimes we don't even get to meet them to establish a real physical and spiritual connection, but we still like spiritually connected. We still connected in the realm. So we doesn't have to like know each other. We don't have to be with each other physically to be a soulmate. But it would not manifest into a real relationship in the real world if we don't know the other person. We are connected spiritually, but if we are not closely interact physically, the bond is like half established. It's not going to manifest into anything too real in this 3D world. But that is to say, like, there's a lot of there's definitely these connections, like spiritual connections between you and the member that you thought of. I still think it's highly Jungkook for most of you. And it's like you're willing to give them the world, like you have so much to offer to them, like so much love, so much affections. But so with the Knight of Cups, I feel like yes, you have a lot to offer, but you don't have a way to do it. Like there's no way, you feel like there's no way for you to let them know that you love them. There's no way for you to give this cup of love and affections to the BTS or BTS member that you thought of. It's just like you have everything, you have all this loving energy here, but you don't know how to exert them. You don't know how to send it out to this person or to the members. But we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which says, because we can't see the face of this person, so I feel like this is you, and you have the power, you have the ability to create this Wheel of Fortune. It speaks to me that you have the ability to tip in your energies into the grid, to send it out, to send it to BTS. In a way you can affect BTS spiritually speaking, and you can raise their vibrations, like even if it's just a little. You can raise the positivity surrounding them with your ability and your spiritual ability. You can do that, and it doesn't. You don't have to, like, you don't have to see them. They don't have to see you. They don't have to know your face to feel this energy that you give out to them. So you have the ability to send your love, and they will be able to feel it. Even if they don't know who you are, they still can feel the love. And it is quite special. And then we've got this Four of Swords. So to me, when I look at this card, I feel like you can be their guardian, like you can be their protector. You can protect them from the negativity or from the like impure energies that trying to come at them. Especially when I talk about Jungkook before I started this reading, you can cut off a bit of the vampire energies that trying to suck the positivity out of him, like trying to feed off his pureness. You can do that, but not in an aggressive way. I feel like, because the man is like, he's deep in contemplation, he's probably in meditation as well, so I think you can do that by meditating, like trying to send your prayer and like ask your spiritual guides and ask your guardian angels to lend a hand to the members that you think of, or lend a hand to BTS, like, to help protect them. I feel like if all of us who has this kind of connection to BTS, we all like put them in our prayers and all try to like create a shield of energy around them. We can do that. I believe that we can do that. Like it's just one bit by one bit, because there are like thousands and hundreds of thousands of us, and it can be really strong. We are not aware of that. And the love of cards to me just say, like we are willing to give out our energy, and BTS are open to receive it as well. And the members that you thought of are really open to receive these spiritual gifts. It's like a two-way equal exchange, so that we receive from them and we give back to them as well. So in these connections between you and BTS, no one is only receiving or no one is only giving. It's equal. You receive from them and you give to them as well. And the way you interpret, the way you filter the energy you receive from them also affects, like there is a filter between in the middle of this connection. So like whatever you sent out or whatever you received, you perceived that you received. So if you think that you received positive energy, the energy you send out to them will be positive. But if you think that you received negative energy, then the energy you send out to them are also negative. So I hope that it's always positive. Of course, it's hard to be always positive, but I hope that like most of the time, is nice, is kind, and is positive. And then we have the Oracle card. It's time to release negativity. I was just talking about negativity. If you have somehow a negative approach or perspective on your connections with them, or your connections with other people involving BTS, probably it's time to like reflect and contemplate and really try to release it. Because I feel like with such connections, sometimes you can, if you are not clearly aware of how connections and spiritual realms work, spiritual connection works, as I said before, you can think that, oh, I'm destined to be their lovers, I'm destined to be their wife in the future. That, let me be real with you, it's not going to be true for 99.9% of us. Many of us, like hundreds of thousands of us, have connections with BTS spiritually, but it doesn't mean that all of us are going to be their soulmates, or all of us are going to be their what do you call, wives or girlfriends or boyfriends or husband in the future, whatever. It's not like, not all spiritual connections are meant to be meant to result in divine union. So we can be spiritually connected to them, and we can be their spiritual guardians. That, and I think that is even more beautiful than like being with them in the physical world. Like knowing that you have an effect on people, on someone who lives so far away from you, be like knowing that you can send your positive vibes to them is something truly special, and it's something that takes time for, even for me or for others, for the other people to learn. So yeah, so if you have the thoughts that you're gonna grow up to be their wives, or you're gonna be with them in the physical world, maybe that's something of a negative energy, and you should try and learn to release that and turn it to something else, like turn it into the positive vibes, that we can protect them, we can guard them from the negativities surrounding them, to purify their pool of energy. And there we have, don't let pride get in your way. See what I say? don't let the feelings of these spiritual connections, or the feeling of these lovers cards, the literal words of this lovers card, feed into your pride and tell you that in 10 or 5 years you're gonna be his BTS wife, because as I said, 99% of us are not. And we have to accept that, like, you are special in a way, but we are all special in our own way. That's why we should, look at it in a more rational way, in a more how do we say it, like a more realistic way. So in that way we can change our change our impact, and change our spirituality as well. We've got get grounded. What did I say? You are an empath. You are highly sensitive, but you need to get grounded. Like, you need to see what is real and what is not, and you need to learn how to ground your energy as well. And maybe being with nature will help as well. Like, meditate in the nature. That would help. The warrior women. Have you answered your deepest calling? Warrior. We've got this, the Four of Swords. So I think, like, with this connection, you're meant to be their protector. You're meant to be their guardian. Like, spiritually, you can turn your energy into something that's like shield them from the negativity from other people. You have the ability to do that, and please do so. Like, you can be their guardian. You are so strong and powerful as well. Then we got Lemuria, creating heaven on earth is happening. So see, it's also a card like calls you to get grounded, to get surrounded by nature, and like to calm your energy and to purify your energy, to be able to, create more positive vibes and send out your positive vibes to BTS or to the members that you thought of as well. We have many of this. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. So I feel like this just speaks about being in alignment with the love of the universe. Is finding your ground. It's creating your Lemuria. It's all like, all these messages are connected. So when you'll be able to do that, when you have released your negativity, and you feel peace, like you'll find peace in your soul, and from there you'll be able to grow more spiritually, and then when you grow and when you have grown spiritually, your impact on the connections of you and BTS will increase as well. The energy that you send out to them will increase as well. The shield, or your contribution into the shield that protects them will be strengthened as well. Then we have, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. I think it's kind of like the same message, and you have some similar message to pile 1. So if you were like confusing between 1 and 3, there will be some message in pile 1 for you as well. I choose love no matter what. I think this came out in pile 1 too, which is really strange. Not that strange, but yeah, you do have similar messages. Some similar messages. I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. See, it's all about like releasing this negativity, all these confusions and doubts and unrealistic thoughts or visions. Then we have back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. Reevaluate your desires. So if if you desire to be their wife or their husband, their divine counterpart in the future, reevaluate that. Maybe that's not what it is. Then we've got spiritual connections. A relationship has connection that goes beyond these lifetimes. Spiritual connection. You have a spiritual connection to BTS or to the member that you thought of. I've been trying to say that all this reading, but yeah, the connection is quite strong, and you have the ability to make an impact on them from the spiritual realm, but you need to find your ground. You need to ground your energy first. You need to understand yourself first, and you are meant to be their protector, like spiritual guardian, spiritual protector. I hope that this message finds you, because if once you are awakened with your ability and your spiritual journey, you will have the power, the ability to make quite significant impact on all of us. What is that? All of us desire and wishes to for BTS for their well-being, so you'll be able to like contribute to sending prayers and loves and positive energies to BTS, and to ensure that their well-beings are not affected by all this negativity. So maybe I'll draw a card from this deck as well for you. Just an addition message. We've got two. Okay. We've got surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life, surrender to the sweetness. I think it calls for you to be able to ground your energy, maybe like get connected to the nature, go to a park, to the beach, do some meditation in the nature. And then we have your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. It's such a nice card. Your life is a canvas, so I feel like your energy is not awakened yet, or is not discovered, or you're not tapped into your spirituality yet, and you need to do all this like grounding and like the first step of discovering yourself and your spirituality, and then like the whole blank canvas is opening up for you to paint your life, for you to create your life, for you to create your own energy, for you to raise it, for you to direct it in the directions that you want. And if you want to direct it to BTS, to protect them, to positively impact them, you can do that as well. But first you need to work on yourself. That's what I'm hearing. I think that's all the message that I have for you, for those who have chosen Power 3. If the message resonates to you, please leave a comment down below and let me know how you think about it. And yeah, I think that's all I have for this reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you enjoyed the readings, please consider to subscribe, like and comment, and you can check out the other readings I've done for BTS here, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye!